But the other video game that was announced, which is the one that actually before this I was more excited for because of the name behind it, Rocksteady, right? Yeah. And they released a very cool teaser with the picture of Superman and the Suicide Squad crosshair on his head, and it looked very fucking cool. What do we think of Suicide Squad? Eric,
Kill the Justice League. That's the full title.
Sorry, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. I wonder what it's about. So Eric, we'll come to you first, and we'll go around again.
I mean, it's a Suicide Squad trailer. That's for sure. It's like absolutely taking the piss. It's definitely a way different tone and everything to the Arkham games. It's brighter and everything. The characters, the choice of characters and the amount of characters is weird, I think.
Okay, how so?
Well, there's only 4 taking on the entire Justice League. Amanda Waller should probably step up the game there and maybe get others, you know. And then Captain Boomerang is like able to zip across like the Flash or something. Now, I don't know much about him, but maybe I'm wrong in thinking he can't do that. Like, and then going around with he goes around with a gun as well, and I was like, isn't this thing boomerangs? I thought the trailer was fine. It sets it up. The only thing is, it looks like it's in the world of Injustice 2. A lot of people were confused by that. Some people actually, like a lot of people were looking at it going, oh, is this set in the Injustice 2 universe? And it's like, well, no, can't, because the Injustice 2 ending, absolutely, like it just
before you go further, the amount of people who have argued with each other online in just the last few days about whether or not it's set in the Arkhamverse without just listening to Sefton Hill, who said it is a continuity of our Arkham universe, and he is the games director, and he's the creative director at Rocksteady. He directed all of the Arkham games, and he's telling you, yes, it is set in the Arkhamverse. It's
That's
so
what's
weird.
weird about it, though, is that like this, you know, the other one feels like it should have been a continuation, and this one should be like a whole new
new thing. Yeah,
I agree.
I don't like the music and the whole flashy, we're jumping around buildings and shooting each other because look at us, we're doing a trailer showing off the characters. I didn't really like that. I was like, well, that's just, again, it feels really small. It doesn't feel like Rocksteady. It doesn't feel like the Arkham games. It's just very like, almost felt like Dead Island or something, like a trailer to like one of those kind of games or something. Like, it's just way too bright and funny. It didn't even look like fucking California.
Sorry,
or something.
you cut out there for a second. Say that again. It didn't look like what?
It didn't look like Metropolis. It just looked like California or fucking Florida or something. But I do like the end of the trailer. The end of the trailer was very cool, which is just the helicopter getting shot down, and then it goes down, and then they're like, oh, look, Superman saved your man, and then he just zaps him and turns him to dust. Because that's always the best version of Superman, is when he's an arsehole. Always the best version. So, although the fact that you're saying that's the Arkhamverse and that you don't think Batman is alive, or he's not dead, you think he's alive, do you think that this game then will definitely confirm that? Do you think that either Batman is evil with all the others that you have to kill, or is Batman working with a man?
Well, Harley Quinn says in the trailer, I can finally get the opportunity to kill the Bat. Doesn't she?
I don't remember saying that. Maybe I missed that. I've watched it a few times now just to pick up on a few bits. I don't remember saying that, but maybe I missed it. That would be very interesting. But I tell you why I think he's going to be.
Oh no, sorry, not in the trailer. I think she said it in the.
Oh,
you know that really cringy dialogue
with Will Arnett?
Will Arnett, yeah. I think it was said. I think she said it there, not in the trailer.
I didn't see that at all.
That was weird.
And I thought it was a bit weird for her to say that, because I was like, well, so he's alive then.
And not even in like a mysterious way. So Adam, what did you think of the reveal?
You can't make anything out of these type of trailers. Like, this is kind of like the issue we had with the Xbox game showcase. It's like cool, I guess, that you're doing something, but the thing is with games, like we have to be able to interact with them. We need a good idea of what is the gameplay. I think we got more information out of that conversation with that with the game's director.
Yeah.
I think he gave us more information than the actual trailer did. So like cinematic trailers they're just odd. Like we don't even know if that's game engine or is it like CGI. So it really shows us nothing. At all.
Yeah.
Other than just these are the characters you get to play as. As far as the trailer being done, I don't know, there was something off about the dialogue beats, I thought. I can't really put my finger on it, but there's just something really weird about when a line is being delivered.
Yeah, they kind of talk nearly unnaturally.
Yeah.
Like it's just...
Or there's too much of a pause between.
Yeah, it's like almost feels too scripted even.
And I'm wondering, are they trying to lengthen it purposely? Because there was a clip where Captain Boomerang, he like jumps onto the roof and then he ends up sitting on the chair, and then he gets up and then he doesn't really say anything, and then he says something, then walks off screen. Just that took like ridiculous length of time just for him to deliver his line in response to someone else talking to him. Right. But if you look in the background, it has like a LexCorp building, and I'm wondering, are they purposely trying to elongate things just to kind of show lots of Easter eggs and shit?
Possibly for people to like it's a big thing. There's a lot of YouTubers out there who dedicate their channels to like just dissecting.
Yeah, but they're able to do it. They're able to do it without.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. Do you remember the Arkham City cinematic tease way back?
Yeah.
And they showed it, and it was really quick, and it just like zoomed through stuff, and people got so much out of it. They were like, Two-Face is confirmed in this, Penguin, and I was like, where did you see that? All I saw was the Joker laughing, and it's like, and then they show you these freeze frames of all this shit where they had like the Two-Face poster, "We Want You," and they had all these different things going on, and people are amazing at fucking dissecting this shit. I don't know really how they do it, but they do. But maybe that's part of why there was like.
Yeah, it felt really weird, the whole trailer. I do like the moment I really, really like, and it didn't work at first for me, but when I rewatched it and I got I got to kind of get a sense of each character again, is King Shark when he says, "Oh my God, it's the mighty Superman."
Yeah.
He's saving that guy.
Yeah. King
Shark. Like, at first I was like, that dialogue is really weird, but on the second run through, it's like it's brilliant.
I agree. I actually think King Shark will be the funniest of the characters in that.
I think it'll be the most fun to play as.
Oh, that too, but in that Drax kind of way from Guardians, that's the vibe I got, where he's gonna be like, everything is super like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's like the mighty Superman. It's like it's cheesy, but if you put it in the context of the situation, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really I love that. I think that's the funniest line in the whole trailer.
But for some reason for me, like it only worked the second time because I knew the outcome. So without the outcome, I don't think that kind of landed. It just sounded like weird dialogue. So I think in the context of the game, these characters are probably going to work better than they did in that trailer. How they act amongst each other and the types of dialogue they have, I think is going to work a lot better because they have more time to establish each character and you learn about each. But the trailer, I think it was weird. It was a really weird trailer.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that I think that it's too hard to tell what this game is actually like. And the thing that excited me more was listening to Sefton Hill. And the way he talked about that Metropolis is sort of our fifth character in the game, and we wanted to make it a very explorable, Easter eggy type map world, much like we did with Gotham. I was like, cool, I'm really interested in checking out the alleyways of Metropolis and finding clues and hints to things about the Superman universe. That's great. I hope that we get lots of characters from the Superman canon in this. Basically, are we getting a Superman game where we can't play as Superman because you tried to make the Superman game, but you realize that you just can't do it? So it's like, let's just fight him instead and just put us all in Metropolis. Super excited that Brainiac is in it. I have no issue with that. I'm like, Brainiac's a great villain.
It makes sense.
I always said Brainiac invading Metropolis should be the Superman game. It turns out we're not playing a Superman. But the thing I'm a little bit worried about is I I don't know if they're jumping the gun a little too fast, making a Suicide Squad game and killing the Justice League within the Arkham universe, like straight away.
Oh, you think they're going to succeed?
Well, there was one of the lines that they said during the panel, which is like, "Oh, we are serious about this. The mission is kill the Justice League."
Yeah, I know, but it just seems like such an impossible task.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, that's another thing Septon Hill said. He said, so one of the things about this game is how can they possibly do it? So that's one of our story elements. I was like,
this is bold. There's just getting all of Batman's information right there.
Yeah. I have a feeling Batman is not
I think Batman's going to be a key role in the outcome of all this. I
do as well.
Because he's possibly not on. He could be like dead, so to speak. That Brainiac didn't get the chance to take over him, so he's actually okay.
Yeah,
He could be the one that has all the information in order to actually snap all the others back out of it. You know, you could have that Lois Lane, Poison Ivy scenario with Superman. That kind of shit. Yeah. Which would be fantastic. That'd be amazing.
Well, I have a feeling that they're gonna like one of the missions will be break into LexCorp to get a sample of kryptonite to make kryptonite bullets or something like that. Or they'll have to they'll find a weakness and then they'll have to build that weakness before they take them on. And that's a cool concept. But we didn't see any of that, so it's really hard to know what the game is actually like. They also said that you can play single player or multiplayer for the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's like, okay, well, like were they in the Gotham Knights crew working kind of side by side to come, like, is it going to be similar to what Gotham Knights was? We really don't know. So it's like based on that trailer alone, it's really hard to tell. Two things bothered me though: Harley Quinn and Deadshot's designs. And it bothered me because they do not look consistent with the Arkham universe. They look that way because of the Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah. I think, well, I don't really care too much about Harley's one because, I mean, she could end up looking like that, but Deadshot, if that's supposed to be canon,
that's just weird.
What the fuck happened there?
It's just weird. And I think as well, they missed an opportunity. Like maybe they wanted a more diverse cast, and that's cool because Suicide Squad often is diverse. That's one of the interesting things about that cast.
But they don't need Deadshot.
Throw in Bronze Tiger.
Mm.
He had a very limited role in Arkham Origins Blackgate. You can do a lot with him. He's a member of the Suicide Squad. Throw him in there.
Or what's the new one they're using for the movie?
Bloodsport.
Yeah.
He's actually a Metropolis villain. He uses kryptonite bullets. He actually would have been very handy during a fight with Superman.
Use him, like, why use Deadshot?
I just thought those two designs were weird. And the Harley Quinn one was like, that just doesn't look like the same Harley Quinn. Okay, maybe different makeup, different hair dye, whatever. But like the pink and blue thing is purely because of Margot Robbie.
Definitely, yeah. That's why I do think that
bothered me a little bit.
Remember, I was saying, now I was wrong. Last time we talked about this, I thought this was nearly done and that it would be out next year. I'm obviously very wrong there. It's not going to 22. But I do feel like I was correct in saying that this was supposed to be a movie tie-in.
Okay.
Because right about now or next year, we were supposed to be getting the Suicide Squad 2.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously that's kind of happening. Actually, it's really not sure. You're not sure how it's happening.
It's a soft reboot. That's what they're calling this one.
But also sequel.
Yeah.
I think it is.
But I do feel like it was supposed to be on the time schedule. I can't really remember. You know, the way they always have their plan of when the films are going to come out. I do think Suicide Squad 2 was supposed to be coming out around now-ish.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Which would mean that, the Rocksteady would have been making this game for a long time, but with the anticipation of there going to be another Suicide Squad film, and I think these were supposed to kind of go hand in hand as kind of marketing together kind of thing.
The only reason that kind of worries me, I know it's a small design thing, it shouldn't really matter, like I can't comment on the gameplay, we haven't seen it yet, we don't know what it's going to play like, but it just screams to me some kind of interference
from
Warner Brothers, right? Which in some of the movies they've been notorious for. But I'm like, you really don't need to interfere with Rocksteady.
No.
They do, so why would you? Like, let them, they're perfectly capable of making very innovative games. And sometimes they make some decisions that people might not agree with, but they still innovate. So that's all. Like, that just screamed to me like there's something not right there. But I do think their dynamics work. I like that it's a small cast. Actually, I think if it was a very huge cast, it'd be a bit overwhelming. One more character maybe might have.
Yeah, I think there should have been about 5.
Okay.
Like probably another like Killer Frost or something, another female on the team, just to really diverse it up a bit.
What I am looking forward to, what I hope happens, is an underwater fight between King Shark and Aquaman. I'm looking at the possibilities. This is the thing. I think the premise is awesome, and I just worried about what it's actually going to play like, because I think there's the characters that they're playing around with, whether it's the Justice League or Suicide Squad, Amanda Waller, Lex Luthor is surely going to be in this game. You know what I mean? They have great characters to play around with. They've got Metropolis, and they've said they're treating it like the 5th character. I'm all about that. If you treat a world as a character in a game, it usually pays off. Much like Tsushima, or even if you go back to Arkham Asylum, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm just worried what the gameplay is actually going to be like. And that rap music montage over the fight did not help me.
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
That weirded me out.
Yeah, the tone, just the overall tone was
of Fortnite.
Yeah, it did have that kind of casual.
That's why I was saying it was like even like Dead Island or something, like, because those type of things, all that like kind of upbeat, kind of like fast paced. Here we go, we're down with the kids, and it's like
that worried me. And I ended up putting a comment out there to say I hope that when the game comes out, it has a darker and more serious tone.
Then everyone started ripping into you.
No, people are entitled to their opinions. Like, I got a lot of feedback back. Well, like a lot of people liked the comments, so they might agree with it, and then a lot of other people were like, "Why does everything have to be dark?" and all this kind of stuff. But it just didn't seem consistent with their tone. And I know the Suicide Squad are a different thing. I do expect tongue in cheek, and I do expect a bit of humor and a bit of bombasticness with them. But it was when that rap montage started. That was the bit that I was like, oh, like, obviously I know rap music's not going to be in the game, but it reminded me, that montage of combat with that music reminded me of Fortnite. And I'm like, I just hope, because they've said it's going to be a shooter game, I just hope it doesn't play like something like that. I just hope that I don't know.
It also kind of maybe having the rap music in there kind of reminded me of the very first Mortal Kombat 11 trailer. You remember the fight between Scorpion and Raiden, and it was such it's such a cool fight and really well choreographed, and like the cinematography was really good, but the rap music didn't go with it. It was so boring and lame and shit. And it was only when they cut the music out and you just hear the sound of like bones breaking was the trailer actually good. And then they start the music again, and you're like, you're really ruining this for us, guys. Please stop.
And it's like, okay, so like there's certain things that, like, I think like you need to know your genre too, right? Like Mortal Kombat and hip hop do not go together. You know what I mean? In the same way as
like hip hop works for like a GTA trailer or like a Saints Row, like that sort of stuff. You're having a bit of crack, you're going around causing a bit of mayhem. That works. But for some things it just really doesn't work.
Well, look, I haven't written the game off at all. I am still really excited in the premise. I am going to be keeping an eye out for it. I hope the gameplay is good. I hope the game is good. I am excited about it. I just have a few little concerns based on the presentation of what I saw, not necessarily the characters or the premise. At the moment, based on what I've seen, I'm more excited for Gotham Knights. But that's because they actually had more to show. That's really not the fault of Suicide Squad. Of the two of them at the moment, I'm more excited for Gotham Knights. How about you guys?
Yeah, probably same, because again,
neither.
Adam is like, no, I don't really care. Okay, so that's our thoughts on Suicide Squad. Let us know in the comments below what you think about the game, how you feel about the characters, the portrayals, the premise, the trailer, all that stuff, what you think the gameplay is going to be like. That's, of course, if you watch this YouTube, let us know in the comments, but of course, jump onto social media if you're listening to us in audio format. And let us know of the two games at the moment from what you've seen or what your personal interests are. Which one are you more excited for? Maybe you have no interest in playing as Batman sidekicks. So even though they've shown you more gameplay, you might be like, nah, the Suicide Squad is the one for me. Do let us know. We'd love to hear from other people.